To receive simple downstream messages, use a service that extends GCM Listener Service to handle messages captured by the GCM receiver. GCM Receiver extends Wakeful Broadcast Receiver, guaranteeing that the CPU is awake so that your listener service can complete its task. Recall that this is why the wake lock permission was not optional for us. We need it in order to use this receiver. By overriding the method onMessageReceived, you can perform actions based on the received message. In our case, we want to trigger a system notification. So let's look at onMessageReceived, where we'll need to process our message. There are many different types of messages, so just look for the one you want in your app and ignore any others. In this case, we want a message from our sender ID. That means that we will know how to properly parse it. Parsing the message is going to be determined by you, not by GCM. The way that your server constructs its request at Google Service is how it will be passed along. In this case, I used a JSON object in my fake server in order to send data with both a weather value and a location value. You can build up complex messages or use only simple ones, but just make sure that if you change something in your server, you update your logic in your app. Otherwise, you might start to notice a bunch of null values and your app could go all wonky. Finally, we'll pass our alert message along to a helper function that builds out a notification. You recall how to build notifications, right? The things you want to note here are the content intent, which directs back to main activity, and the priority. Because this is an alert and potentially important for users, I'm going to increase the priority to 1. Priorities can range from -2 to 2, and I want this one to be noticeable but not spammy. Choose priorities with care so that your users have a good experience and not so that you are always on top. Also, note how we build out the notification image. We set both the small icon and the large icon so that we can use a storm image to make the alert more on point, but also the sunshine sun image so that users can understand where the app came from. It is considered a best practice to use your app icon as the small icon and something relevant as the large icon. Also note that large icons must be passed as bitmaps and not as a resource reference, so be sure you are constructing a bitmap. Then just fire the notification off and our GCM implementation is done. Congrats, you!